been some of the dark sides of being a TikTok person?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question. Dark side is, I would say, like, your reputation is kind of like on the line. People will watch your content and will then assume you're a certain type of way because of the videos you make. So a lot of my content, like I said, dark humor, some people get offended by it. So then some people will assume, oh, Naz is racist, Naz is this, Naz is that, just because of like a few jokes I've made, and like that wouldn't be the case at all. But because someone saw one video of mine, they've judged my entire personality. They know now moving forward, this guy is like that. So that's the dark side. People will judge. People will assume you're a certain type of way. In fact, people will come to my live streams sometimes, my own followers, and they'll be like, "You're a lot nicer than I thought you would be. I thought you'd be kind of like a rude person because of the videos you make."
Because of
Which is it's awkward for me to be like, "Yeah, thanks, man. I guess I'm kind of nice." Like, I don't know what to say back to that, but people will just assume who you are based on your content, and that is a negative side of it, because people will think you're a certain type of way, even if you're completely the opposite. That's the dark side. The other dark side is just mental health. Like, you can get affected by it, like,
right.
in a crazy way, either because you don't get the views anymore and suddenly, you feel insecure about that, or maybe you get a lot of hate. People in your comments and your DMs are sending hate your way.
It's true. It's true.
You can get,
There's a lot of people you got. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
yeah, I was saying, you can get so much hate on the internet for even just being yourself. People get like body shame. People get, racist comments all the time. Like, I get people who DM me. They'll just be like, "Hey, you're my favorite N word," and I'll be
Wow.
like, "Why, bro? Like, why would you even say that, man? Like,
You don't have
what the hell? I'm like, you don't have to say that to me, bro. like if I'm your favorite, who's your least favorite? This is
Wow.
weird, So like, there's the
Yeah,
dark
I feel
side
like
to
you
it.
have
But
to have a thick skin when you go and create contents, and not
yeah,
make people stop you from creating them. There's definitely
yeah,
the great,
That
yeah, the dark
who
side of
elite?
TikTok.
Yo, that was like, I'm your favorite.
People be DMing a lot of people these type of things, man. Like, it's
yeah, yeah,
insane. It's insane, you
yeah.
know. And
So
sometimes not even DM. Sometimes it's right in the comments, and people are just reading it, and they're like, "Oh yeah,"
yeah,
they're hyping the hate. It's
yeah,
it's it's
yeah,
bad. It's bad.
yeah. So if you're someone who, like, isn't able to handle that, then the internet will be a very bad place for you. So you just have to be
Yeah.
mentally strong and, try to roll the punches. And if you can't handle it, then it's just a matter of, like, maybe it's not best for you to put yourself out there yet until you can handle it. For me, I can
Exactly.
handle the hate, so I can take it. I won't lie. Sometimes I will look at comments, and if it's a bad comment, it'll just play in my head all day, and it'll either annoy me or make me kind of sad, whatever. So that definitely does happen. That's
So
the dark side.
right, but so how do you deal with that type of criticism, if I may ask? Like, how do you deal with the comments that you hate? Do you have like a way of doing that, or you just ignore it, and or you just used to the
I feel
comments
like
and all
I
that?
try my best to ignore them, but at the same time, I'm somebody who, I love, like, debating, and it's not a good trait to have sometimes, because what happens is I will, like, see 10 positive comments and I'm happy, and I'll see one bad one, and, like, I will completely ignore the 10 good comments. I'll just think of that one bad one, and it'll just kind of, like, annoy me, and I'll end up either replying to that person, giving them the attention that they don't deserve, or, I'll just kind of, like, in a way, let it affect my content. If I feel like, oh, that person said my video was so unfunny, next time I'm going to make a similar video, that guy's comment is going to, like, run in my head. So
Wow.
honestly, my way of dealing with it is just kind of like, it depends on what kind of comment it is. If it's someone just being, like, rude for no reason, I'll ignore it. I'll just think that guy, he's just dumb. Forget him. If it's somebody who's criticizing my content, I'll take into account. I'll think, okay, so clearly this person didn't like what I just posted. Let me think why. Let me see what they said about it. If they're just being, rude for the sake of it, I'll ignore them. But sometimes people will come onto my page and say something rude, but in a way, what they're saying, it has a point. I've got people saying, "Oh, your content is this way, your content's that way, your content used to be like this, it used to be better, whatever." And I will think about that, but at the same time, I like to look at my positive comments more than my hate comments and think, okay, people like it. That one bad comment, I'm gonna try to ignore that. I'll just keep doing
Right.
what I'm doing and, focus on that.
Oh, it's you, influencer on the run. We must be doing a commercial break. As always, if you haven't already, leave a comment, be critical. Let us know how we're doing. This helps us reach more guests, create more content, and most importantly, it helps us share stories with you in all these lovely conversations. Most importantly, thank you very much for listening and engaging with us, you influencer on the run. Now let me go find the camera and get back to creating fabulous stories and having fabulous conversations. Time to go back